Parshas, there's a question here about what was your GPA like in high school, and what were kind of the grades that you got that got you into JCU?
So my GPA out of the basic classes, personally, I had a 4.0 coming out of high school, but at JCU, a lot of my other friends, I have my roommate, he had a 95 average. Another one of my friends had a 92, I think. I even know students who got in with a high 80 at JCU because with JCU, it's I think one of the only dentistry schools at least that has the supplementary application. And so rather than just looking at your GPA, they weight your supplementary application almost equally, if not more than your GPA. So if you have a really good supplementary application, your personality really shines through. I would say that that's the main thing JCU is looking for. And so even if your GPA is not as high, if you have a really good supplementary application, you can get into JCU for sure.
Do you mind touching on that supplementary application
Yes.
and just in general, what were the requirements like?
So the main couple questions were what are like the classic, what are your hobbies, extracurriculars, favorite kind of things to do? And then I'd say the main question, I think this was the second question, it was about indigenous populations and how do you support them and how do you how are you involved with them? And that is a huge question for JCU because the university itself is located in like a rural part of Australia. In the clinic, you see a lot of indigenous people. So if you have any involvement with indigenous communities, that really boosts your application. And then the third question is, I think, why do you specifically want to go to JCU? So just go onto the university website, take a look at some of their goals, initiatives, do some research on what JCU is doing, and then sprinkle things like that in into that question for the application. And those are the two main questions I'd say that you really want to get down.
Thank you for that. I definitely think that was useful because it's the only university that requires a supplementary essay or application, but in a lot of ways it's a way of making sure that you can stand out and show who you are as a person. So that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's also another question for you here. So you've got a question that says, are there any non-high school applicants in your classes?
Yes, actually, my other roommate, he did, I think, a year of school at York, and he applied to university, he applied to Australian schools after that. And we have one student in my cohort at JCU who applied after doing 3 years at a university in Calgary. And so, but majority of students are high school students, but if you're a university student, don't be discouraged at all. You can still apply and get in for sure.